Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try it now with Swift. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Off play action. Huntley. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And doing the return. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Being chased out left. They're going for this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, he don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now.
What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. The coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
12 yards there and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate in a box of tissue.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Off play action. Huntley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? Maybe those days is not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on second down. Newton, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, Newton dancing to it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 28-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Taywan Taylor, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
On the play. And it's third down.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked on by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they got the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Huntley to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Thielman's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Four touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first down. Huntley. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Lions 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On 1st and 10, Huntley, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson.
Vikings 19-yard line.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. In 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Steps away to his left. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton looking deep for Gabriel. And now here's another interception. It's by the rookie Jeffrey Kuda. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 4-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Little choice choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Vikings.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.